Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we are going to make brownies, the perfect treat for a lockdown when you're trying to lose weight. So yes, we're going to do brownies today, and this is the first time I've ever done brownies, so it could go spectacularly wrong. So yeah, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to us and we will take you on our adventures. So let's get baking. So to make the brownies, what I'm going to make, you will need 185 grams of unsalted butter, 185 grams of dark chocolate, 50 grams of white chocolate and 50 grams of milk chocolate. You then need 3 large eggs, 275 grams of caster sugar and 85 grams of plain flour. You also need 40 grams of cocoa powder. So if you didn't know already, brownies are so unhealthy, and the best way to learn what's in cakes is make them. Give them a whirl. So for this you will also need a 20 centimetre square tin and put some baking paper. That'd be good, wouldn't it? A bit of baking powder. Bit of baking paper in the bottom. This isn't quite 20 centimetres, I think I'm a couple of centimetres over, but it's all I've got. And then you're going to need a pan and a bowl for your melt the chocolate, and a sieve to obviously sieve the flour. And just a little tip is, when you're weighing things out, if you put your empty container into your scales first, then you can set it back to 0 and then put your ingredients in the bowl, because it'll save you washing this out every time you need to put something new in it. Handy little tip there, you're welcome. So let's get making these. I am being supervised by Baz. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, I've put some water in the pan, we've put that on so it heats up, and you want the water so it's not touching the bottom of the bowl, because this is going to melt your chocolate and your butter together. So once this gets warm, that back just by feeling it, that's still cold. I'm going to put them in there and then melt them together and then let them cool. If you don't want to melt the chocolate in a pan, you can always pop it in the microwave, but I thought this time I'm going to do it in the pan and see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually taken it off the pan. Even though there's still lumps there, they will melt because the chocolate is still hot, whereas if you keep it over the pan till it's melted all the way through, it could burn. So it's just better to take it off a little bit earlier. But look at that, oh, it looks so good. But I don't think I'll have a lot of this, even though I've made it, because of all that sugar, and there's a hell of a lot of stuff in this. There you go, that's working a treat. There's only like tiny little bits left now. So while this is cooling, because we need to get this down to room temperature, I'm preheating my oven at 180, or it will be 160 with a fan oven or gas mark 4. And we need a rack in the middle of the oven, so make sure your shelf's in the middle. But that smells gorgeous. So we're going to leave this to one side to cool down and get it to room temperature, which it should be. So while the mixture cools, we're going to sieve the flour and the cocoa powder into this bowl just to get rid of any lumps and bumps. I have mentioned it before, but if you like cooking and recipes and stuff, our friends over at Diz Dutch, they're always making food, baking and making really nice stuff, whereas we probably just make cheese and toast. They do really nice stuff. So head over to Diz Dutch after this vlog, of course, and check them out because they are awesome. Right. So what we're going to do now is chop this chocolate. It's got to be chopped into chunks. So we'll get this ready while it's cooling. Chunks done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the 3 large eggs into a bowl. At the beginning I said you need 1 bowl. No, you don't. You need lots of bowls. You need more than 1. You need what? 1, 2, 3 bowls altogether. So the eggs go in there. Then you're going to mix this with the caster sugar, and then using an electric mixer we're going to whisk the eggs and sugar until they look thick and creamy, like a milkshake. And this could take 3 to 8 minutes, but just take your time with it, and it'll all be gravy, hopefully. Well, not gravy, but you know what I mean, gravy. You know what I mean. Just whisk your eggs and your sugar, yeah. So the whisk that I'm going to use to beat the eggs and the sugar, I'm going to use this. And this is so old, but I tell you what, it's good, it's reliable, it's amazing. Yeah, it was something that my grandma used to use all the time, and it's even got the original box. Look at that. The box doesn't even have a barcode on it, it's that old. But I tell you what though, it is very, very reliable. So I'm going to use it now. They say that it's ready when it drips off like that, and it takes about 1 to 2 seconds to sink. I'd say that's about right, wouldn't you? So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour the chocolate mixture into this, and then your best thing to use is a rubber spatula. Pour this in. And rubber spatulas are really good at getting like every little bit off the side. then you don't want to stir this, you want to more fold it because you need to keep the air from your eggs inside. Pretty good. Like I say, this is the first time I've done brownies. Usually when I do brownies, they're out of a packet from Costco. But I tell you what, they are good brownies. Right, I'm going to leave it like that because I just don't want to knock any more air out. So then, what we're going to do is we're then going to sieve. Now what we're going to do is sieve the flour back into this bowl. So if you knock it from side to side, it should I say, cover the top evenly. Just a tiny bit left. Okay, so now we're going to gently fold all this together to try and keep the air in as well. So this needs to be looking loopy or fudgy. And just fold it in. Don't stir, even though you want to. Some people are very good at stirring, if you know what I mean. Just a bit of cheat. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to overstir it. And then now we're stirring the chocolate. So now it's time to spoon your mixture into your prepared dish. Up. Yeah, these rubber spatulas are really good because they do get like every bit off the bowl, and if you go to IKEA they're literally about 50p. They might even be cheaper, you know, because I did have quite a few, but the thing with these ones is don't leave them in a pan if it's boiling because they tend to just bend and then eventually snap. I'm going to press this down rather than, you know, like try and spread it, because I think pressing it you won't move the paper as much. And then what I've done, I don't know if this is allowed, but I've got some extra chocolate chips just to sprinkle on the top. I'm not going to put many on. There you go. And just see what that does. So now I'm going to put this in the oven for 25 minutes. And then we'll give it a good old wobble test. And here is the brownie. After I checked it 25 minutes, and then I did a little wobble test like that. And if it still wobbled in the middle, just give it another 5 minutes, which I did. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is let it cool, and then I'll take it out of the tin. So we'll check back when it's cooled, which will be 2 seconds for you. See you in a bit. Also, once it's out the oven, when you've done your wobble test, just also it should be cracked and shiny on top, which, thank the Lord, this is. So I'm very, very, very impressed, because this is my first go at making a proper brownie. So I was just trying to get a nice picture for Instagram, and my stupid tripod decided to fall, and that is an imprint of the camera lens. So luckily I've managed to get all the chocolate off the lens, which is good because this is an expensive blooming camera. So, oh well, that can be Baz's piece. Nobody joking. So, oh well, there we are. So while the brownies are cooling, we've decided to come for a walk, haven't we?
We brought Cookie out.
And we only come out just to walk Cookie, really. But yet down there is heaving.
Yeah, there's loads on prop.
So, I don't think...
The world's gone back to normal.
Yeah, and it's not just this for exercise down there. There's lads out on bikes in groups. People just sat down, chilling with their mates. We don't follow the rules, this ain't gonna go. But anyway, enjoy the view. How beautiful is that? It's gorgeous. I know we always show the view, but it's just so beautiful, why not? So the brownie has cooled, and I have a chief tester on standby.
Hello.
Okay, try a brownie.
I'm going to take this little part of here.
This bit here, where the camera fell into it, that's Carol Baskin's fault.
That's where the Millennium Falcon lands.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to Spacepad. Ready?
Yep.
Mmm.
Yeah?
Mm.
Is it good?
Mm.
Is it gooey inside?
Mm-hmm. There you can see how gooey it is. Like Play-Doh.
That's after you've squashed it.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's
Nice.
really nice, yeah. Lovely with it. Lovely technical.
So you like it?
Mm.
Awesome. So that is the brownie vlog. Go and give it a try. And just a quick hello to everyone that's there. And hope you're all safe. And we'll see you in the next vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, remember guys, take care of each other out there. Enjoy the brownies. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.